Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Clean Line Crawlers. I'm Kevin, and we got a lot going on the bench today. We have the Summit Gladiator back to stock. It is going to go in the box, and it is going to go on the shelf until I figure out what crazy thing I want to do with it. Next up on the bench is my son's base camp, and we'll get into this a little bit more. 3D printed a Yep Spec chassis. We're going to try it on his base camp. Got him a couple parts for Easter, and video will be coming out soon of him trying to put his parts on, trying to teach him how to put these things together. And last up, and most importantly, is my first ever ground up build. If you guys have been following me along, you've seen like me painting it. Now, my painting skills are not that great. The tape that I used bled. I have to somehow figure out how to fix this, but it is together. And we'll do a little breakdown of that in this video as well. So stay tuned, and we will check out these trucks. All right, guys. First up, the Summit Gladiator. Explained in the last video, this was the first crawler that I ever bought. So a little bit of sentimental value. It was a little bittersweet tearing it apart. And putting it all back to stock. I had it built to be a pretty capable truck. It did pretty well. But yeah, as you can see, I put everything back on stock motor, all the stock suspension, except for the links and the skid plate. I don't need them, so we're just going to leave them on. Stock axles are back on, and the stock body. I still have the box on the shelf over there, and we are going to stick it in the box and act like it's still brand new. And then when we hit some type of milestone on this channel, I am going to pull it back out and do something crazy with it, and we will see what this ends up being. Next project that I'm working on is my 9-year-old's base camp. Printed him a Yep Spec chassis, orange and white. He's going with the orange, white, and black theme. He named the truck Ghost. But I think that, well, I don't think, I ordered him a brushless motor setup so that it does a little bit better. This Endura Purple 50T worked well in my Gladiator, but I'm just going to get him the motor, and then hopefully this chassis will lower this truck down, because it sits up so high and it rolls over on him all the time. But I'm going to make a video of him trying to put this together. Let's pray that he doesn't strip any bolts or bust any of the heads off, and just have a little fun video of him trying to put his own truck together. I'm trying to teach him how to put these things together, and just, school him on just wrenching, I make him work on, we have quads, I make him work on his quad and stuff, and we'll see where he takes this truck, and how capable we can make this thing, with just like, basic mods, nothing that'll break the bank. The next one I'm pretty proud of. This is my first ever ground up build. And I think I did pretty well. I will take any constructive criticism in the comments for sure on what I could have done different. I know that I probably could have used better tape, because the tape bled through when I put the white stripe on. But honestly, I'm not really concerned about the looks. I was more concerned about the capability of it. And, this is the Endura IR60 body. I had to 3D print a bed cover, and it just had a toolbox and a jack on there so that I could put the magnets on the bottom for the body mount. But it turned out all right for my first time ever, I think. Not really too upset about it. The white paint is annoying, but we'll get that fixed somehow. So I have a time-lapse video. I'm going to put in the video here of putting this thing together. It's on a Ramp Crab chassis. The Go Up RC brushless motor setup with the ESC. Also, first time ever doing wiring, and it was a pain, let's say, just to try to make it not look like a rat's nest. And I don't know if I have even made it look like not like a rat's nest, but it looks better than it did. The wire loom that they give you for the ESC really helped. Got the MIUS receiver and the transmitter, and I run Enlightened RC batteries in all my trucks. Love them batteries. They're a good battery. Ramp Crab chassis, Injora 40 millimeter big bores, MIUS 8.5 kilogram coreless servo, and Injora module wheels with the Injora crawler tires. I think I'm going to change the tires. I took it out on the rocks with these, and I think I'm going to get the Mavericks. I have them actually on the shelf here for the next build, but I might steal them and put them on these wheels and just order another set. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Has the MIUS isokinetic axles and MIUS, aluminum drive shafts, Ramp Crab skid plate with the carbon fiber chassis. Alright guys, so she's heavy. We got 59% in the front, 49% in the rear for a total of 650. So she is a big girl. Again, I have a lot of metal on it, and we will try to slim her down, put her on a diet. I'll see what I can do. I'd like to get a little bit more weight up front. Not much. I like to run 60-40. And then try to get a little bit more weight on the right. This is without a battery. So the battery installs on the right as well. So, that's only a couple grams, but it'll get it a little bit closer. So, yeah, there's the weigh-in for her. Let's see what she does on the scales. All right, let's see what we got with the side hill. Like I said, first build, so I don't know what we're going to get out of it, but we'll see, and then we will adjust from there. 45, 50. I'd say 55. Not bad for my first try at building something from the ground up. All right, let's see what we got on the front to back. Sliding. 60. I think she slid off the table. We'll call it 60. She slid off in the back there. So 55 degrees on the side hill. I'd say 60 on the incline. Not bad for fresh off of a build. I really am trying to learn about the tuning and suspension tuning and placement of the shocks and everything. So right now I just have them pretty angled in the back and not so much in the front. I think I'm gonna kick the front ones back a little more, but yeah, I'm excited. Get her out on some rocks and see what she'll do. All right guys, I just want to talk about what the next build is going to be. And this one, hopefully I can do better on the paint. So this one is going to be a old square body Suburban with the 3D printed body. Shout out to TG Customs. They printed this body for me. I'm going to sand it and get it all nice and ready. I'm gonna give it a shot at making windows for it. I got some camera light filter sheeting, and that's what I'm gonna use to make the windows. This is gonna be mostly a Mias build. I bought mostly Mias stuff. I got a receiver for a transmitter, the Mias aluminum drive shafts. I got the LCG Mias titanium chassis. I got the Mias 12.5 kilogram coreless servo because this one's probably going to be heavy too. But I'm hoping that I cut some weight in this next part. I got the Mias isokinetic axles in the nylon instead of the metal housings, so I'm hoping that that cuts down a good bit of weight off of this build. Injora 40 millimeter big bore shocks. I really like these shocks. They have done well. I originally had the 39 millimeters on the Gladiator. I changed them to the 40s and put the 39s on my son's base camp. Just a Mias skid plate, brass. Injora high clearance links. I don't know if I'm going to use these, honestly. I'm looking at trying to find some double bend links for this. I got these Trio vintage wheels. If you see, they look like the old Steelies that were on the Suburbans and the K5 Blazers, so I think that's going to be a cool touch. The Injora Maverick MT tires with the yellow inserts. Trim these up a little bit. They've worked great for me. That's what is in the crawler tires on the new build. And yeah, I got the Go Up RC. I really like the budget brushless. I have another brushless motor on the way, and it's a Mofo Racing pancake motor. But these Go Ups work really well. I ran the new build last night and it was extremely smooth, which I was surprised because I thought that I would have messed something up. But yeah, so this is going to be the next build. I will try to make more content on the actual build process. I'm still learning here, guys, so bear with me. But yeah, like, subscribe, and follow along on this journey. I'm going to build this, and we got 2 more builds on the shelf waiting. And yeah, we're just going to build some cool rigs and learn. I'm going to learn while showing y'all my mistakes. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see y'all in the next one.